30s, even Rapid City back in the 30s as well at this hour. 60s and a much different air mass on the other side of this front, and it's the clashing of those two air masses that is really going to help energize this whole thing by later this afternoon, plus an upper level disturbance moving in. So a lot of players all coming together. Want to take you in towards, again, up basically Huron County, in, again, basically the thumb of Michigan. Places like Bad Axe, again, could see a potential for hail, and we are talking up to about quarter size, and the storm itself, that cell, is moving east at about 60 miles per hour. So when you see a storm moving that fast, can very easily produce outflow 60, potentially even 70 miles per hour. Not out of the question. So there's a time frame there up towards Bad Axe around 8:44 a.m. Eastern time, 7:44 Central, and again, even out towards Harbor Beach, and at that point, makes its way off into the lake. Jen?
All right, well, our Dr. Greg Forbes giving one state an 8 out of 10 on his exclusive Torcon index today. That is the highest he's designated so far this year. Dr. Forbes, one of the premier experts on twisters in the entire world, and here he explains to us why we're facing an increased risk of tornadoes from this impending outbreak, in which state has the 80% chance of seeing a tornado.
There could be some strong and long-lived tornadoes Sunday in an area where it would be pretty early. They often don't really peak until June there. I'm talking about this surface low, the warm front moving north into Wisconsin, parts of Minnesota, Iowa, and northern Illinois, allowing the Gulf of Mexico warm, unstable air to come in. Surface low moving across the area, adding rotation, and a very strong upper-level jet stream and cold pocket aloft, adding to the instability. So that will be the beginning, really, of a several-day severe weather outbreak on Sunday, beginning in the northwestern portions of the red shaded area, way to the north for this time of year, and then by late in the evening and overnight going all the way to the dash line, and then on Monday continuing from there up into the northeast, where it will also be very early for severe weather down into parts of the Gulf Coast states. And I'm giving some pretty high Torcon values as well down along the cold front here in the evening. They won't be quite as high as they will be up in the main event area that will be up near the Great Lakes there. Along the cold front from Missouri southbound, it'll be a 3 on a 10-point scale there for Torcon, 30% chance of a tornado within 50 miles. But it's up in these northern areas, southern Wisconsin near that surface low, very high value, 8. 80% chance of a tornado within 50 miles, and 7s for eastern parts of Iowa, northwest Illinois, probably much of northern Illinois. 70, 80% chances of tornadoes within 50 miles, and as I say, they could be some long tracked ones and some strong ones, and some of them going after dark and may work their way into Michigan as well. A dangerous day, Sunday and Sunday night. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel. We'll keep you ahead of the storm. Back to you.
Now, definitely a dire message from Dr. Forbes. Let's take you into the country, give you a quick 60-second forecast, show you what everyone is going to face for today for your Sunday. We've got a couple of showers possible along the warm front up here in upstate New York. I don't think it's a big deal. Slight showers, not even really thunder expected. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s, upper 60s D.C. We're going to be 81 degrees today in Pittsburgh. And a lot of fog to start your day in Ohio, but you clear that out and you warm up. Speaking of warming up, we've got the heat all across the South, 93 at the theme parks in Orlando. A lot of ball games. The Braves are home again today with the Phillies in town, 87 degrees for today. And you've got the marathon in Dallas. It is so hot for runners, great for spectators, but hot for runners there. And in St. Louis, too, your marathon going on, 82 degrees, thunderstorms in the forecast. The severe weather focused right here in Wisconsin and Minnesota, in Iowa, and in Illinois. And then we've got a couple of showers left back across North and South Dakota, also into northwestern parts of Minnesota. To the west we go. We know what's happening in Denver right now. It is snowing. We have not seen much snow this season, but we've got some light snow around. Our temperatures, though, are going to warm up to 50 for today. Todd.
All right, thanks so much, Jen. Next, right here on Weekend View, we'll take you to the front lines of the flood fight in the upper Midwest.
That's right, I'm Janelle Klein here in Fargo-Moorhead on the banks of the Red River, which, as you can see, is at near record levels, and yet people aren't concerned. We'll tell you why straight ahead.
I'm Paul Goodlow at Augusta, Georgia, where the Masters final round is almost underway here, but the temperatures, well, heading back up to perhaps record territory. We'll talk about the heats and the Masters coming up.
At Goodyear, everything we've learned making tires for Hollywood stunt drivers inspires what we roll into yours. Refined handling for a smooth ride. Goodyear, more driven.
Okay, guys, what sounds good for dinner tonight?
I don't know, something.
Mexican.
Thinking Mexican tonight? Hamburger Helper has 5 festive flavors like Crunchy Taco. Hamburger Helper, 1 pound, 1 pan, 1 happy family.
Women move the world, move our families forward, move us all to a better place. And Caltrate moves us. Caltrate knows 80% of us don't get the calcium we need. And when we don't, our body